Order out, and it looks like Sahara to Russell does not cover downtown, so I'm gonna account for that. So I'm gonna adjudicate Mr. Porter this time guilty of discharge firearm at or into occupied structure via aircraft or watercraft. His underlying sentence will be a minimum of 24, maximum of 60 months in Nevada Department of Corrections, suspended with probation not to exceed 36 months. He will have to pay the $25 return assessment fee, $3 DNA collection fee, $150 DNA analysis fee. As we noted, no restitution being requested. We do have, I'm not going to impose a fine. I do have the standard conditions of probation, as I noted, including any weapon requirements applicable. Special conditions will include, and we'll just start there because that was the discussion, that he is ordered to stay out of the strip corridor. And he's also ordered to stay out of any gaming facility, institutions, or what would be indicated as the downtown corridor, the equivalent of the strip corridor. So effectively, and again, until he interstate compacts, he can only be in those areas if he has work application or some other legitimate basis to be there, not as a pastime, as a just killing time in areas in any way, shape, or form. And so the order out is for the strip corridor and the downtown corridor. We will also require him to have no contact whatsoever with Mr. Traylor or his family. I appreciate that it sounds like others are having contact. I'm not going to say on your behalf, but directly, I mean, you're directing it, but clearly that's happening. To the extent that there can be any effort to ensure that Mr. Traylor is not being harassed for this situation or having contact, so be it. But your obligation is no contact that you initiate or that you initiate through anyone else by any means or medium of any kind. We want you to understand that I think impulse control counseling would benefit here as well to make better choices in the future in these circumstances. No use, possession, or control of alcohol or drugs, that includes marijuana. I take that very seriously for all probationers, so we have compliant probation. I want you to have structure to your probation, so full-time employment is required. Comply with any curfew that may be imposed. Report within 48 hours, so no later than Wednesday, to the probation department to get started on the process. Do not take for granted that you need to be doing all of these things and that somehow someone's going to look the other way on that. You need to report, you need to be compliant at all times. And in addition to the standard search clauses, I have one special search clause that any digital storage media that you have access to or use, including computers, handheld communication devices, network applications associated with devices, social media, remote search services are also subject to search. You must provide all passwords, unlock codes, and account information associated with those items with or without a search warrant at the request of Division of Parole and Probation or its agents. As to the count 2 adjudication, that is the battery misdemeanor. I'll send this magistrate, give you credit for time served, so your probation's only going forward on the one count. But you do have a significant sentence hanging over your head. It's not the max the state asked for, but it is still significant. I'm not undermining any of your prior history. I'm looking at this case and the circumstances as I understand them, but I do want to be clear that, again, I will not hesitate for you to spend a significant amount of time in prison in the state of Nevada if you do not comply with this probation in all respects and you do not stay away from those weapons and any of that comes to light for us, all right? I think the other counts were already dismissed out of the negotiation, but to the extent counts 1 and 3 have not been dismissed, I believe those should be dismissed today.
Yep.
And then if there were any other counts found over prior to that, those would also be dismissed.